Hello, welcome back. Another rebellion. Let's just jump right into it. So, here in number 16, we see a rebellion by a Kohathite called Korah, who was rebelling against God, but he thought he was rebelling against Moses. And that's the thing that really perplexes me about the Israelites, because they rise up and they speak against Moses, but then God acts. So I feel like they never really got the memo or really saw Moses really as God's representative, for them here on earth for some weird reason. I don't know. So Korah the Kohathite, one of Moses' clan men, as they say, he be your own people. He conspired with Dathan and On and Abiram, who were Reubenites, to stir up 250 leaders of the community against Moses. The motive for this, as far as I could tell, wasn't just envy of Moses' position, but it was also dissatisfaction of his own position. And I think he was very hungry for power, because the whole premise of it was like, oh, why should this Moses fellow be the only one that has all this power? Let's get rid of him. In this chapter, I really saw Moses' humility in full display, because I tried to imagine myself in the position that, in Moses' position, and for righteous indignation, I would have never handled it the way he did, because he was so humble. And then I imagined myself knowing that I had God's backing. I'll be there reasoning with these people. Could never be me. But then obviously that's why it's Moses. So they kept pushing him and even being disrespectful, especially when Dathan and Abiram refused to show up when he called them to join the others to appear before the Lord to settle the matter. It was then that Moses lost it, and God not only accepted and told God not to accept their offering, because he knew what he was proposing. And he told the coup plotters, because that's what they were, they were planning a coup, and their 250 followers to come with incense burners to offer to the Lord at the entrance of the tabernacle. I can't believe they fell for that and forgot how quickly Aaron's sons died because of offering the wrong incense. So for me, if I was the one who had incense, I'm like, I know how this ends. But they showed up. Of course, God was angry with Korah and his crew, but both Moses and Aaron fell face down and pleaded with him not to destroy them. But they were very unrepentant. So Korah, Dathan, Abiram, and all their family and possessions got swallowed up by the earth. What happened to On? I wondered. Maybe he repented. In the beginning, he was mentioned as one of the co-conspirators when they were swallowing up, and since I did not hear On. So maybe he clocked it and moved to the other side. And the 250 who offered incense were burned up. And God commanded Eleazar, Moses' son, Aaron's son, who was a priest, to hammer their bronze burners into a thin sheet of remembrance to overlay the altar. The next morning, the people accused Moses of killing the coup plotters and started muttering against them. God got angry and sent a plague to kill them. But Aaron intervened by offering incense to purify them, to put an end to the issue, to purify them. Yes, he ran between the two of them and purified the two of them. By the two of them, I mean like God and the people, or the living and the dead, and then offered incense, which satisfied God's anger. But to put an end to the issue of his chosen priests, God ordered the leaders' names to be written on wooden staffs and placed in the most holy place overnight. And then in the morning, the staff of his chosen person would bud. And then obviously Aaron's staff budded with it didn't only bud, it blossomed and produced almond fruits. So there, God was like, yes, settled now and forever shall it be known that Aaron is my chosen person. And he ordered for the staff to be put in the mercy seat. in the Ark of the Covenant, as a reminder and also a warning to these stone-headed people, so that they will know that Aaron was his guy and they should stop, fighting for his position. Now, here's my hashtag getting to know God lesson. In spite of his compassion and love, God doesn't play when it comes to rebellion. He will always judge it. We must be very careful not to incite his anger by rebellion, because we most likely won't be able to escape it. In this chapter, we see Aaron rush out to stand between the living and the dead to offer a purification offering to stop the deaths. And I feel like that's him foreshadowing how Jesus came to save us from the consequences of our rebellion. Isn't it just amazing? Remember, I said that we should always look for Jesus also in the Old Testament, because some people think that he just showed up in Matthew. No, he's God the Son. He is in these pages. And so that's one of the things I was very excited to find out about here. So I hope you enjoyed these chapters, and I enjoyed the book of Numbers. Like, I'm really seeing Numbers in a whole different light, and I look forward to sharing lessons from Numbers 18 to 20 tomorrow. See you then. Have a nice evening. Bye.